Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome back to the Shadowlands. This is going to be the first episode in our Covenant campaign playthrough. We'll also be exploring some of the endgame systems as they're introduced to us, like going into the Maw a little bit more, and checking out World Quest, but primarily this will be the Covenant campaign, and we are a Kyrian Paladin. Behind us here is Polmarch Adrestes, and we're going to get right into things.
By the Archon's grace.
And so at this point we've just chosen our Covenant. You will be well at home among the Kyrian. We welcome your aid. The Archon was so confident in this outcome that she arranged a grand reception for you in honor of your efforts against the Maldraxxus incursion into our realm. For now, all you must do is journey to the seat of eternal hymns. I shall meet you there.
Find your purity.
And so even though I played a little bit in the beta, I didn't get to see very much of the Soulbind system or the endgame Covenant Sanctum stuff, so I'm really interested in seeing what the endgame here has to offer us.
Here.
Let's take what should be a quick flight,
All souls have their place.
and I'll see you guys there.
I am glad you arrived safely. You wish to be of service.
Much is culminated in this moment. A proper reception. Though the path you follow is not that of a traditional Ascended, it is a Kyrian path all the same. To follow it is to bask in the footsteps of the innumerable lives before us, forever in service to a good far greater than we can achieve alone. To join us amidst such strife is an accomplishment worthy of recognition. Our Archon has called all among us to join her in welcoming you to our ranks. And we get our Covenant abilities back. Divine Toll, instantly cast Holy Shock, Avenger's Shield, or Judgment on up to 5 targets within 30 yards. And we get to summon our Seward.
What troubles you?
Are you ready to begin the ceremony?
We all serve a greater good. In this moment, we shall follow the path together. Come. Brothers and sisters, hear me. On this day, we have come together for a momentous occasion. The Moorwalker has proven that they are an ally not only to Bastion, but to all the Shadowlands. They have chosen to join our vaunted ranks to help us reclaim our realm. Behold our glorious Archon, she who was ancient when this realm was young.
Step forward. Face your fellow Kyrian, so they may welcome you as one of their own. This mortal has not been long upon our path, but their strides have echoed throughout the halls of the Ascended. In service to our cause, they have defended our temples against invasion, exposed the traitor Denathrius, and braved the terrors of the Maw itself. On this day, we welcome them into our sacred covenant. Together, we will restore peace and order to this realm. Glory to Bastion!
These brave souls are your kin now, Moor Walker. Welcome. You have questions. Wisdom guide your path.
Elysian Hold. One more step yet remains before your initiation is complete. You must now enter Elysian Hold, entryway to the rest of the Spires of Ascension and the vantage point from which the Ascended safeguard Bastion and our aspirants in training. Once there, we shall ensure you are fully acquainted with the Hold's offerings. Since you lack wings, I shall escort you there.
Proceed with courage. Elysian Hold was built by the Archon to serve as our Covenant's base of operations. With the Jailer's allies encroaching on all sides, we must make full use of its resources. Bask in the glory of Elysian Hold. Magnificent, is it not? Much remains to be done to ready ourselves for action across the Shadowlands.
So for me at least, the stories in each of the zones, although they were really good, they all ended really abruptly during the leveling campaign. And I'm really curious to see how much the endgame Covenant campaign fleshes out some of the events in the story. Even with the limiting perspective of only seeing these events through one Covenant, I'm curious if we'll see any actual progress in the main story itself, or if we're only going to get Covenant-specific tidbits.
I am the Archon's will.
And information about Covenant-specific characters, which would be okay. I'm really interested to see what's going on with Uther.
Remain humble.
Of great renown. As you aid our sacred covenant across the Shadowlands, your connection to it shall grow ever stronger. Your renown will afford you many benefits over time. Seek out Iona Skyblade at the front of the Hold, near the crest of Ascension. She will show you the glory of the path. Alright, she's apparently back this way. Oh, we probably don't want to fall off of here. Which looks like it's definitely something that we can do.
Archon's light shine upon you.
The path provides. All who follow the path are granted precious gifts by virtue of their connection with our covenant. The strength of that bond, known as renown, is reflected in the shining spires of Elysian Hold itself. Though you have yet to gain renown, you will as you aid us across the Shadowlands. When you are ready, I will show you all that the path can provide.
Go in service.
I think we're ready. Okay, so this is our renown progression. Deepening bond. Your connection with the Kyrian grows, increasing stamina by 2%. Okay, well that's significant. We joined the Kyrian in Bastion and began the Covenant campaign. And then your connection grows. Okay, and then we get upgrades to our soul binds. So this is telling you at what renown, what you're going to get at each renown rank. And how many ranks are there? There's a lot of ranks. 40. It's 40 total ranks that you can get of renown. And if I understand correctly, these are in some way time gated, which means you're only going to be able to progress so far up until a certain amount of time, and then they'll open up more renown ranks. And that kind of stops people from doing infinite farming the way AP was infinitely farmable in BFA. Alright.
We shine in her glory.
A call to service. Elysian Hold requires anima to operate fully. We need as much as we can so it may serve our needs. Our temples are fraught with challenges. By heeding their call, you will recover anima to use within the sanctum here. Speak with Hermestes first, who will guide you on the path of courage.
Our charge is sacred, our vigil resolute.
So this is basically what the order hall was for us in Legion. So this is the place where we'll probably do a lot of hanging out, I imagine, when we're not in Oribos.
Elysian Hold welcomes you.
I knew you would answer the call, Maulwalker. There is much to be done. A calling in Bastion. Our forces are weakened by doubt, and our temples are under assault. If we are to aid the rest of the Shadowlands, we must begin here in Bastion. Travel the Golden Fields and root out evil where you may find it. In time, we will rebuild our forces and our anima stores and stand tall once more. Today, you walk the path of courage. It is your calling. Show our people that doubt will not fester here. Complete 3 world quests in Bastion, and we'll get our tribute of the Ascended. Valuable items from the forges and archives of the Ascended are contained within.
Until next we meet, Maulwalker.
It's a familiar formula. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have here. Now, our gear is basically crap. This is our average item level. So I guess we'd want to search out maybe some gear rewards if there were any. This puts 35 anima right into our Covenant's reservoir. Maybe we go for that. And then we'll go for this one down here. Maybe we'll do 1, 2, 3. And just so you guys know, today was the start of the 3rd week since Shadowlands release, so I'll have a little bit more to do than I would have had we reached this point before the last reset. Apparently the Flight Master was up top. There we go. It's right in front of us.
Faced much.
So let's go over here first to Hero's Rest.
Wisdom guide your path.
I'm curious, and yeah, so now we have World Quest opened up everywhere, it looks like. I'm wondering if because we have not unveiled these parts of the map, is that why we're not seeing any World Quest over there? And since we're a little bit behind on the anima, on the renown curve, I wonder if getting extra anima would help us at all progress our renown. I guess we're gonna find out. Not really seeing a lot in the way, oh here we go, a lot in the way of items. Level 148, well it's definitely better than what we have. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of gear floating around out there right now as far as getting it from World Quest. I'm noticing that there are a lot of side quests here. And I'll want to be doing those as well. I don't know if that's something that I will record in this playthrough. We're probably just going to stick to the main campaign quest. We can get down from here, but there's probably a pad we can teleport. And from what I've come to understand is that world quests take a little bit longer to complete than they did back in Battle for
The
Azeroth.
Forsworn seek to eliminate one of our strongest defenders.
So we'll see how that goes.
Find the Centurion Colossus known as Heraclor and
Found him.
defend him at all costs.
Alright, will do.
I will allow it. A trifling encounter.
I'm blessed with a new opponent.
So these guys are going to keep spawning in until we finish this bar, I guess. That's an interesting mechanic.
The Shadowlands are doomed.
You are misguided.
Have to remember to use our Covenant ability. It is very useful no matter what spec we are, and it's only on a 1-minute cooldown, so
You challenge me.
Alright, everybody on us.
It's too far away.
Your efforts
I'm out
mark
of
you,
range.
mortal. You are worthy of Bastion's grace.
Cause
Heraclaw
lives.
stands.
Now we need to get out of here so we don't keep pulling more guys as they add to the event for other people. There we go, we dropped out of combat. Let's see, now I guess we'll fly down to Aspirant's Rest. Would probably be our best bet. Let's take the teleporter.
Our duty is true. Our purpose.
And I guess what I'm going to do for now is I'll track our reputation with Bastion. And we're finally pretty close to hitting friendly. And they were the one zone that I did pretty much all the side quests that I had come across, I had thought. And we still hadn't hit friendly yet. We'll go down here to this one first. I don't feel like the last one we did was much longer than a standard world quest would have been in BFA, but maybe they'll all be different. And this one we need to take the Colossal core, whatever that means.
The Forsworn have begun an assault on our Colossus. We have few enough as it is. You must prevent them from claiming it by any means necessary.
Charge the Colossal core. Okay, how are we going to do that?
Very well.
If we fight these guys and defeat them, is that going to charge the core?
Well,
Yes, it is.
it's too far away.
Of course we would just have to defeat people. So it's essentially a kill quest. It's just dressed up a little bit.
I need to target something first.
Our cause lives.
My task is complete. Resistance is ill-advised.
I'm out of range. I need a target. I need to get closer. I need to get closer.
Alright, so yeah, defeating enough of those guys did take a minute, and now we have to get it up here into this tower. Insert the Colossal core. Okay. Definitely willing to do that. somewhere.
You shall go no further. Anima
Into the giant
fading.
centurion, obviously. We're being attacked, but that's fine.
You shall go no further.
I was kind of hoping maybe it would all phase and this thing would disappear, but apparently that's not happening.
It's too far away.
Did we not succeed? Okay, we did succeed, but now we have to get into the thing and push the button.
My service.
Button
ends.
pressed. There's the phase, I guess, after we obliterate all these guys with a charged blast. Nope, there's still some of them around. Let's see. We have to slay a specific enemy now. Andromeda, Herald of the Forsworn. Looks like she's already been beaten down a bit.
Devos, give me strength.
That was a really cool effect, what she just did.
More
Your courage
shall
shines
come for
brightly
you.
this day. Bastion stands.
In their forces. If we did not destroy them, there would be no hope of victory.
So this is a void incursion. We saw a little bit of this kind of thing in a flashback in a side quest that we did. Is that what we're doing here? Yeah, this might be the side quest where we do a flashback just reimagined as a world quest. Yes. And so this is just telling us that in the past,
I'm out of
Bastion
range.
has been invaded by the Void Lords. Or by their underlings, at least. And we're just trying to close the specific gates. I guess we really don't have to fight. Well, it's probably going to be pretty hard to avoid fighting. We'll fight what we have to. But we need to be looking for gates to close. Yep, get us into combat with this guy too. We appreciate that. Alright, we can mount up. Haven't seen any gates yet. Can't stay mounted.
I don't have a target.
I'd like to be able to lay eyes on one of these gates because I remember them being fairly prevalent in the side quest when we did it as a side quest, and now I'm not seeing anything that looks like a gate. Oh look, there's one right there, so that's what they look like. They're rather large and hard to miss, which tells me that there aren't a lot of them around. And unfortunately, we're probably gonna have to fight this thing to get to it. Or not. Oh no, we are gonna have to fight this elite and all of its little buddies. And doesn't look like we're gonna fare too well. Excellent. Well, we completed 3 world quests. It did take a considerable amount of time. With the amount of time that it took, I would not want to be a person who felt compelled to clear my map of side quest every day. I feel like that would get incredibly time consuming and tedious based on what I just experienced.
I am honored you stand beside the Kyrian.
And world quests are not usually incredibly interesting. But let's see what we get here for completing those 3. The hills speak of your faith and honor, and our forces radiate with each victory. Glory to Bastion, glory to the Archon, glory to the Mawwalker.
Our covenant holds true.
Oh, we got a lot of rep for that. We got a 2-handed sword and hands. That was unexpected. Now we need to find these items in my burgeoning inventory. So that's a bit of an upgrade. And those are definitely an upgrade. And what
Elysian
next?
Hold welcomes you.
Our most precious resource. You have fulfilled your calling, Mawwalker, and brought peace to our realm. Stay vigilant, for others will similarly call upon you in time. The anima you have so dutifully recovered will be of great use in the hold. Bring it to Hephaeus at once. He will ensure it is kept safe until it is needed.
Until next we meet, Mawwalker. You seek me?
Into the reservoir. As the flow of anima withered within Bastion, our mighty Archon entrusted me with guarding our stores until they are needed. You may deposit any anima you recover into the reservoir here. By my life, and by the glory of the Archon, I will ensure they are kept safe.
Go in service.
Deposit anima. Okay, can we do that now?
Our charge is sacred. Our vigil, resolute.
Let's see. Click to deposit anima from your bags directly into the reservoir. Well, I don't know what else we would do with it. So yeah, let's deposit it. Restore anima to the dormant transportation portals that once linked all of Bastion. Further empower the network to expand on your travel options. Develop and enhance your abilities tied to the network. Anima Conductor. Restore anima to this powerful and ancient device. Once operational, it allows you to siphon anima to different parts of Bastion in order to activate new challenges and adventures. Command Table. Lead and inspire our forces as we fight to deny the Forsworn and combat any threats to Bastion. Recruit companions and troops to send them out on a series of adventures across the Shadowlands. Path of Ascension, an ancient rite of combat in which you act as a tactical guide for champions of Bastion, testing their mettle against a series of powerful foes, so like a boss rush. These are all inactive right now. We don't have enough to activate any of them.
Follow the path.
A unique opportunity. All the anima in the Shadowlands will not restore Elysian Hold to its full glory without willing souls to ensure its many capabilities function properly. Soul Guide Delia is one of our most veteran watchers. She has been tasked with bringing souls to these halls once more. You should pay her a visit within the Sanctum of Binding to see if you might be of aid.
We shine in her glory.
Okay, so she's directly below us. So I'm probably missing a really easy staircase. And that does seem to be the case. There's an entire interior area that we haven't seen yet.
Together we rise.
Even with all your aid, our sanctum will grow weaker without souls willing to help us. Many souls that have been destined for Bastion are trapped within the Maw. If you could find a way to free them, they will help us restore Elysian Hold's power. Seek out what aid you can, and do what we cannot, Maw Walker. Our very future may depend on it. Find Venari in the Maw.
Go and serve.
We met Venari while we were questing. So now we need to jump into the Maw. Okay. Well, let's hearth back to Orbos. And then jumping into the Maw should be rather easy. I don't think we could have done that from here, so... I'm always really uneasy about entering the Maw this way. It just seems wrong to throw yourself into a pit without clicking on anything. The first thing I always try to do is mount up. Oh look! She's right here. We don't have to search hard at all. Just look for the mob of other players.
Will be revealed. Do not draw the jailer's eye.